Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. A few months ago, I made a video entitled Can't Lose Weight, Here are 3 tests that you need to ask your doctor for. And that video got such great feedback that I'm adding a few more tests that I think you should ask your doctor for if you are struggling to lose weight. And I said this in my last video, but I'll say it again. What I mean by struggling to lose weight is if you have for 90 days done all of the basics, like lift 3 times a week, walk 10,000 steps a day, prioritize protein in your meals, eliminate alcohol, live a healthy lifestyle. If you've done that for 90 days and you still cannot lose weight, then these are some tests that you need to ask your doctor for, okay? So the first one is going to be, this depends on whether or not you're menstruating or not, whether you're postmenopausal, perimenopausal, or premenopausal, but you need to ask for your testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen levels. And these may cost extra because they are not necessarily included unless you are maybe trying to conceive. Now, the levels that are required, I cannot tell you because it really depends on your age and your where you are in your menstrual cycle. So, but those 3 numbers can tell you if something is off with your hormones, and then your doctor can let you know, hey, your testosterone's a little high or it's a little low, your progesterone's a little low, or your estrogen's super high, and then you guys can work away. Sorry guys. Then you guys can figure out how to balance those together. Now, a lot of women who have super high estrogen struggle with belly fat around their stomach area. And so your doctor can say, hey, you need to eat some foods that promote progesterone or implement some lifestyle strategies to help reduce estrogen. And if you guys want me to do a video on how to actually reduce your estrogen naturally without taking any extra hormones, I can do that. I am someone who, I don't have high estrogen, but I naturally do not produce enough progesterone. So I can very quickly look as though I am highly estrogenic, so to speak. And so I have implemented strategies to keep my estrogen in balance and my progesterone in balance. So I'm definitely here to help you guys do that nutritionally, of course, not as a medical doctor. So the first test is really 3 tests. It's progesterone, testosterone, and estrogen. Ask your doctor if you are menstruating which days in your cycle you need to take these tests so that they can get the right numbers because they're at different levels depending on the time in your cycle. The next test is your insulin resistance level or insulin sensitivity level. Someone who is insulin resistant doesn't really respond to carbohydrates very well. Their body, the insulin doesn't really work as it's supposed to bring your blood sugar down. And so if you're someone who's like, I'm eating healthy, but I'm struggling to lose weight, you might need to tighten up your carbohydrates. And that doesn't mean eliminate them. That just means you might need to balance those out with protein a little bit more. You might need to maybe walk after your meals to improve your insulin sensitivity. You might need to lift weights a little bit more, but getting that number will tell you if your body is struggling to go through its natural process of reducing your blood sugar. So you want to be very sensitive to insulin. You do not want to be insulin resistant. And there is a blood test that will actually give you that score, which is super cool. So you want to ask for your insulin resistant or insulin sensitivity level. People who are insulin resistant struggle with processing carbohydrates properly, and their pancreas often struggles to produce enough insulin, or their body doesn't respond to the insulin that they're producing. So as I said, they tend to gather fat in that midsection, and they tend to struggle with like pre-diabetes and things like that. But there are ways to support this. So if you get that number and it's too high, then you can go, okay, I know what I need to do to support that. And your doctor will also be able to give you some tips on how to support that. So the last test that I want you to go ahead and get is your TSH and all of the hormones related to your thyroid. So your TSH, your T4, T3 conversion, those are hormones in your thyroid. I won't get into all of the details into this video, but a lot of times women who struggle to lose weight do not produce enough of the thyroid stimulating hormone, and their metabolism, it's one of the indicators, not the whole story, it's one of the indicators of a slow metabolism. And so if you're someone who's chronically dieted for a long time or you've done yo-yo dieting for a long time, you may have low TSH or low thyroid stimulating hormone. And that may be one of the reasons why your body is struggling to metabolize food and lose fat. Maybe. Now, again, I said there's several hormones included in the thyroid, so it's not just your TSH, but TSH is a great starting point, and TSH is one of the things that I believe you can ask your doctor for depending on your insurance, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. So your thyroid stimulating hormone is really, really important, and all of the other hormones that go with that. They might give you a TSH and a T4 and a T3 anyway. I don't know. It depends on your insurance. I believe my personal plan gives me all three of those. So it's important to just ask your doctor for that if you're struggling to lose weight. There are ways to improve your TSH. It includes resting more, which sounds ironic if you're trying to lose weight, but yes, resting more. It also includes lifting weights. Instead of doing super high intensity cardio, you can walk instead and then lift weights, making sure that you're getting a certain amount of sleep. You can also take some supplements for that. When my thyroid was really low because I was starving myself because I was competing, one of the things that my doctor prescribed to me was iodine. You can also get that in, there's iodine is in a lot of leafy greens and kelp and seaweed and stuff like that. So she prescribed that to me. I am not suggesting that that's what you need to do. You need to talk to your doctor about that. But just know that there are things that you can do naturally to support these hormones and these blood markers. So if you can't lose weight, make sure that you are asking for progesterone, testosterone, estrogen. And I said three things, but that's the one group because they need to be balanced, right? Ask for insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance, and then ask for your TSH. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions about any of these, leave them below. I'll try and answer them as best I can. If I can't, I'll ask one of my siblings who's in the medical field to give me some suggestions below. But these are tests that I use for myself and for my clients. And we use nutrition to support their blood markers. But there are prescriptions that your doctor might want to give you or lifestyle habits that your doctor might suggest as well. And you should listen to your provider on that. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.